Well, my friends, I'm very lucky to say I have Bell Buckle recording artist Valerie Smith with me.
That's right. I'm Bell Buckle recording artist, which is located in Bell Buckle, Tennessee.
Where's that at?
Well, it's about an hour south of Nashville. It's a historic town. It's known for its great food at the Bell Buckle Cafe and great music and a great banquet hall. That there's a lot of music in that area, and I'm so happy to be able to be here at Wind Gap in Pennsylvania, and it's been such a treat. And I come here every year, and it's quite beautiful here.
I've seen your name on a lot of Bluegrass festival lists.
I do a lot of festivals.
A lot of festivals.
Yes,
yeah.
I do a lot of festivals throughout the United States. I go overseas a lot to the UK and to Germany, and we just have a lot of fun. And every year I look forward to the travels.
That's what it's about.
Yes.
That's what it's about. Talk to me about your new album. You said we were briefly talking that something coming out soon.
Yes, the last album I did was a gospel album called Wash Away Your Troubles, and I always wanted to do an album with Becky Buller, who is in my group. She plays the fiddle, banjo, guitar, mandolin, everything, and she sings, she writes. So she produced this album. I went to honor the Louvin brothers. So we worked on Louvin brother harmonies with new songs, and that should come out in August of 2008, this summer, and we're excited. My webpage will have all the info on there, ValerieSmithOnline.com.
There you go. That's all. It's all Louvin brothers.
No, it was inspired by the Louvin Brothers sound.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done some Louvin Brothers songs before, but this one is mostly original material written by Becky or me or other writers that I use. We were inspired by the Louvin Brothers sound and wanted to put female harmonies together like that.
There's a lot of people inspired by Louvin Brothers sound.
Yes,
that seems
yes.
to be popular.
Well, I know Charlie Louvin really well.
I know him too.
And his museum used to be in Bell Buckle, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I got to know Charlie Louvin from the Louvin Brothers. Ira died in the 60s, and yes, somewhere. Exactly. And Charlie recorded with me on my first album and let me sing on the Opry with him a couple of times, and we've become dear friends. And I'm inspired by Charlie, you know, whenever I approach music or harmonies, and I'm excited that I'm doing a duet album with Becky Buller.
Yeah, nice. That's nice. How's the instrumentation changed on his albums that you've had?
Well, we try to you know, do new things.
Right.
That's a learning process and a growing process for an artist. This next album that's coming up, it's called Here's a Little Song, and I wanted very little on this album as far as instrumentation. I wanted it to be about the song. So there's a lot of different kinds of arrangements and instrumentation, and it's a lot of fun. It's ear candy.
That's not bad. When you went to college, you majored in music education and studied jazz, opera, and Broadway. What brought you to the bluegrass field? To pick that as a
I've always, in Missouri, I didn't really realize I was listening to bluegrass. I mean, no one ever said this is bluegrass, but I loved it, and I played old-time fiddle in an old-time band. And when I moved to Nashville, my husband, who's a geologist, and his job relocated us from Missouri, I went to a bluegrass festival, and I was so excited. I was like, what is that? That's beautiful music. And I started just singing it in Bell Buckle on the sidewalk every weekend. And the gentleman that owns Bell Buckle Records asked me if I'd be a partner, and we started recording other people.
Wow.
And then one day he said, why don't you record an album? And I said, I don't think anybody would buy it.
No, we can listen to you.
And you know, I went in, and my choice was to work with Alan O'Brien from the Nashville Bluegrass Band.
Yes.
One of my favorite groups, and Alan produced my first album and many albums since then. And Bluegrass Radio just started playing it, and people started buying it, and I ended up on the road doing this for a living.
Here we are today.
Here we are today.
There you are. What was the first song you ever sang to get paid for?
To get paid for? Oh,
remember that?
Red Clay Halo.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Red Clay Halo, written by Gillian Welch and Dave Rawlings.
How old were you?
Well, a lady never tells her age.
That was the wrong question to ask a lady.
I was old enough.
What was your first paying job, non-music?
I was 5 years old. I sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at school.
What's up? There you
and
go.
church, and I've always sang.
Always sang. I was just going to say.
Anywhere they'd let me sing, and I'm still that way.
You played piano and clarinet?
I did. I played the piano and I played the clarinet, but my favorite instrument was bass clarinet.
Okay.
And then I played the old-time string. I played fiddle, second fiddle.
Right.
I did a lot of cakewalks.
Wow. That's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
What's the difference between cakewalk and cheesecake?
Well, not a lick of difference if you're eating the cake.
That's it. How about, what do you do for a hobby?
My hobby, well, I have a lot of hobbies. I love to be home and do things at home around the house, paint, visit with people, lay out on the hammock.
There you go.
Watch my 5-year-old grow up.
There you go.
I do that.
Once again, website for everybody.
ValerieSmithOnline.com. Go ahead and tune in to that website.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate having you on the show.
You have a great day at WinGap.
Yeah, you too.